I greet the ground crew with my strong embrace. You are doing an exemplary job right now on the Earth. We on the Earth Council are pleased with the rapid progress that is being made at this time. But do not rely heavily on what they have said when it doesn't feel right to you. Is it time to make a move to consider more? Connect internally first, where insights offered through love. Always seek inner counsel as your primary source and best resource. Connect within first before you move forward with any objective. Open your heart and move through love. Freedom means knowing your true origins, living them and expressing them in every moment. Directly connected to yourself, you are free. You know your assignment, your tasks, and you know what your life cycle has in store for you now. Through this freedom, you express your divinity. You live in harmony with creation. As you function as an essential part of it and are always aware of your destiny in this reality of life. Although you are tiny, when you feed on the dog's blood, you make him itch. You lay your eggs in his hair and produce young, which in turn cause more itching and discomfort. Although you are tiny, the impact you have had on the dog is significant, albeit in a negative and unhelpful way. Consider now a person, one individual living their life in the suburbs and coping with all the day-to-day dramas that come with being a human on Earth. There always so much going on in the world that they feel powerless. Not to mention the battle they have had lately with the local council to fix all of the issues with the roads in their area. However, humanity is wising up. Many are becoming more aware. It just depends on where you focus. Both sides of the news are askew, and you already know that. There are many personal agendas that are being delivered to humanity right now. Each one is somewhat of a ploy to capture your energy, to take your fear and use it for their own purposes. We do not want you to allow this, so when it comes to fear, we ask you to consciously let go of it. Do not feed that energy. This is important, and it is part of your spiritual journey of moving into higher consciousness. There is a saying that I will share with you. Don't look at the alligators along the side of the road. Stay on your direct path of safety and freedom. Do not give them any attention or energy, and they will leave you alone. They do not know what to do without your fear and your energy. We caution your reliance on any individual other than yourself. Trust how you feel. Believe and trust your feelings. When you feel a tingle or have a shiver, don't you know that something deep inside you resonates with what you just saw or read? Begin to recognize these things as signs. Now expressly seek to connect within. Recognize, acknowledge, accept, and receive. Feel your way through this life. Do you understand the meaning here? So often there's a preference to do some research. You might first talk with friends, discuss work objectives with business associates, and all of this is fine to do. Seek out another's thoughts and other ways to look at any consideration. Ask your mentors, parents, colleagues, and friends to provide you with input, but ultimately seek inner counsel. If you experience this, you will be free. You will be in the flow of life, always free to act. Because nothing will hinder you or obscure your view. You will recognize your all-pervading strength and power, your all-pervading love. You are free because you act completely from your heart, since you are no longer subject to false ideas. You are clear in your thoughts, words, and actions, Real freedom does not consist in doing whatever you want, but in living in harmony with your entire being. Aligned with the source of being, in knowing who you are, in knowing the nature of things. In knowing that true freedom is only possible through connection to yourself. Your ego likes to make you believe that freedom consists in being able to organize your life however you want. It cleverly uses your ideas and blockages and makes you believe that you are free if you comply with these patterns. So that you don't see what's behind it, it fakes freedom for you. The first thing they do is they show kindness, that they care. They spend time listening to her problems. Then they find people who are in a better position to help. They give the children treats and find good, second-hand clothes to dress them for school. They contact their local service club and arrange to fundraise to help the young mother to catch up with her rent. In the long term, their actions have not solved the problem, but in the short term, their kindness has given hope to this young woman and has empowered her to feel worthy enough of finding a way forward for herself. A little kindness goes a long way is a saying that rings true, now more than ever. In a world where many people are fighting to put food on the table and pay for the basic essentials, the impact that one small act of kindness can have on a person or family is significant, and could be the turning point for them being able to change their perspective. Because someone showed them that they are important and that they care. There are many communities, races, and even countries where human beings are in dire straits in many different ways. Globally, there are so many problems and disasters that it is possible for any individual to feel helpless. The Earth has long been overwhelmed with aggression. This is dark and negative energy. This will be eliminated as you move into the fifth dimension and higher. Energies of power over others in any form will not be allowed. Pay attention to those who are doing this and know they will be removed. The Earth will become safe, still, peaceful, and harmonious, and each soul will be honored and respected. There will be no need for power over others or aggression in any way, whether it's an animal or some other type of creation. This is going to be a thing of the past. Begin to activate your own awareness and the ability to discern what is best for you. How can you entrust something most sacred to another who has not encountered all you've experienced? Yes, it is good to enlist others and to ask them for input, but ultimately you must choose the direction in which to proceed. Why relegate and relinquish the decisions that are surely yours to make? Too often, another person has been given the ability to pull your strings and orchestrate your decisions. By returning to your heart, you will also regain your freedom. This loving homecoming contains the key to all the gates of knowledge about things as they really are. Love creates freedom. The lack of love creates a lack of freedom. All solutions are hidden in your heart, waiting to be touched by you so that they can give you wings in your development. The divine light of love accompanies you, frees you from illusions and brings you freedom. Claim this essential part of your being too. Only a person who is free from his heart is capable of true love, freedom, clarity, strength, and love. When you realize who you really are, freedom is given to you as an experience. Freedom is not fought for, as many mistakenly believe. Freedom happens when you let go. Letting go of all emotional blockages and mental limitations allows you to feel and experience freedom, to be at peace and to let go in order to attain freedom and love. if every person helped one other person to feel better about themselves? Imagine the ripple effect that would have on the world around them. When a person's vibrations are raised above depression, doubt, and despair, their consciousness is raised to another dimension. We cannot stress enough how powerful an effect that can have on the human collective consciousness. Like attracts like, so when one person is positive, they create an energy that multiplies around them and becomes a consciousness that is mirrored by others. So, how can you make an impact on the world? It is the smallest act that can have the greatest impact on the life of another, whether it be human, plant, animal, or insect. An even greater impact can be made when the intention is focused, pure, and from the heart. One small act can be the difference between hope and despair, and even though you may never know how great the impact was, the deed in itself is the most important step. Over history, many people have changed lives through their ground-breaking discoveries and heroic deeds. However, so many more people change lives every day because they show kindness, tolerance, and understanding to their fellow humans. You will know from the feeling within if it is right or correct for you to move forward in any manner. Connect to that part of you that is all-knowing and emanates from pure love. Ask your spiritual guides and those beings who support you to give you signs and offer ideas to consider as well. Do all through love. Love offers the discernment needed, and so when you connect through love, you will know if any step is the preferred one. Engage through love. This is key. Engage with life as you resume sitting at the control panel. You are the orchestrator in this life experience, and so to relinquish any means of control to another means you may take another detour before you get to the next leg of your journey. Always take what is given and then contemplate what has been offered. Internal counsel will always steer you in the direction you seek when you clear your mind to allow what flows in to be directed through a loving source. Watch for ego, mental ramblings, and if certain thoughts engage with you adversely. If so, center yourself and start again. Use discernment. Free yourself from what prevents you from reaching your self-perception. Free yourself and you will be free. The struggle for freedom creates new slavery. True freedom is experienced in the heart. Letting go of all programming is the direct path to everlasting freedom. Regardless of external events, you stand in your center, from which you act in freedom, embedded in the flow of your life. Freedom is waiting for your light so that it can rise up, so that it can show its strength and power, its true face. So go, beloved, to your window called freedom. Open it and invite the unfailing divine light to shine upon your freedom.